Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a beautiful Sunday. I'm nervous at the moment. Why? Well, because it's been about 5 months since I've been out here. And we had those monumental storms within the past month. And I can see already that they probably got at least 20 feet high out here. And they washed out half the bank on that creek right here. You're going to say, why does that make you nervous though? Simply put, if I see any footprints, you know they came out looking for what I always find out here. Man, if I see any footprints, I'm going to be, well, besides the animals, I'm going to be not a happy camper. Boy, look at that nat tribulation out here. I only got about 5 hours to look around. It's going to be raining. I got bags in the pocket, and I was cutting through the woods, and I found something. This big A bag right here. And I know you're not going to believe me when I say certain things because of the things that I can hear within nature. The noises of it, the voice of it. The second I even looked at it, someone said, pick it up. I know what their agenda is for us today. Pick up any garbage we come across, you know. And that's what I've been doing. And that's a big A bag for real. I was kicking myself when I was driving all the way down here, you know. Looking in the back of the vehicle, realizing that I forgot something. And what I forgot was some bags. But you know, to be honest with you, this bag right here is the size of about 5 grocery bags. So we might be all set. Okay, keep your fingers crossed. I'm nervous and anxious at the same time, man. Because it only gets this crazy out here. Hold on, let me not slip. It only gets this crazy out here about once a year. Dang, look at that nat tribulation. Boy. Floation. Please, dear Lord, if there's no footsteps out here, we will find at least 5 today. If there's no human footprints out here, we will find 5. If there's human footprints out here, we will find 0. All right, nothing yet. I can't stand this part of the hobby, though. I can't stand it. Because you're hoping that you're the first ones out, the lucky ones, you know? That you're the first ones out to find those ancient pieces. And if you see that one footstep or those sets of footprints, the odds of you finding and collecting and recovering major things just dropped off the face of the map. Alright, keep an eye out for any long ones. And I'm not talking about snakes, it's 38 right now. It's going to be dropping. Let's hope we're going to be dropping some things into the pocket. Even if it's just one. Alright. No human footsteps. Except for ours right now. We might be in the clear. I know I saw something when I jumped down here. That thing looked like a base, a stem. But it's just a flat rock. Yeah, alright. Let's hope we can make it out with some major things today. Whatever we find, it's going to be white all the time out here. Well, 90% of the time. I'll let you know if I start seeing some things. Major things. Man, these beavers are crazy. I mean, they look like heavy machinery doing their thing. Let's not disturb what they're trying to do here, even though we know it's gonna be washed out. Yeah. You gotta hand it to them though. At least they try. Well, nothing yet. I just went through that monumental gravel bar back there. It hasn't been like that in about 5 years. And I didn't find anything. 95% of the time it's going to be white out here, like so. That's a chip off the old block. It's got to be. Maybe it's a bird point. I found 3 out here before that are the size of a fingernail. Yeah, that's just a flake. See, it's going to look like that all day today. Another flake. Crystal clear on that. It's got some orange on it though from the silt. Yeah. That's the thing though. When they get this rough out here, I mean, whatever could have been out here as far as artifacts go, you know they pulled that thing further down creek. Down the creek, you know. Just because we don't see one here doesn't mean there's not going to be anything out here. But if we don't find anything, that just means it was pulled out of here. And construction workers out here, man, look at that. I'm talking about the beavers, man. All right. Anything 4,208 years old up in here? Not yet. How are you going to say Da Vinci? That's a hammerstone. Too light and it's sandy. It's busting off. Yeah. Let me get my move on, my groove on, whatever you want to call it. I only have about 3 hours. Well, a couple hours before it starts to rain. I don't know if I'm gonna grab this though. It's like the 3rd piece already. It's artistic. Yep. All right. Let me grab it. Someone said something. Is that a piece of pottery? No, it's not. It's that solid clay soil. All right. Sorry about what I said earlier. Not 90% of the stuff is going to be white out here. Let's say about 65, 70%. I found orange, red, black, green, brown. Yeah. It could be the same today. The last one I collected out here was about a 3-incher. In this one creek. You're going to say, yippee, you found one artifact. Yeah, I know, one artifact. One of the last times I came out. But it was a masterpiece, fully intact. A lot of masterpieces in this creek. Let's hope it's going to be the same today. 2024 has gotten started off on a very, very, very nice start. Well, at least I think I might have my first bit of evidence today. You always gotta find that first one. I think I might have one that's busted. Looks like either a top or a bottom. It's as white as snow. Yeah, it is, man. Okay. It's a busted one. Cool, we'll leave it. Still would have been small if it was intact. Good find. Means the eyes are still working. Looks like there might be new gravel bars out here. It's gonna be kind of hard to see some of the things out here because it's all covered up in silt. Man. But there's a spot right here that kind of worries me. Hold on. I know there's one right here. It's busted like you'll never believe. Thanks. Yeah, but there's this one spot right here that kind of worries me. That. I don't know if the animals came out here digging or somebody came out here with a monumental dirt bike or something. They hopped out and grabbed everything. You know what I mean? That could have just been the beavers doing their thing and digging. Because something has definitely been digging. But why would they leave a mark right here? It looks exactly like a tire tread. How? Maybe the beavers were just like pulling the log out. That could have been it. Making it look like the humans came out here with a... Look, see? It looks like a tire tread, like they peeled out right here. Man, if only this stuff was cleaned off, you know. I don't have the time to get out a pressure washer either. Yeah, but these little ones right here, man, they all doing crazy stuff like this, trying to make us think that someone came out with a dirt bike. I'm looking for tire tread and peel out right up here. I mean, look at that peel out right there. It's almost like they just... It's almost like they just dropped out of the sky, you know? Yeah, there's some amateur napping blade right here. Look at that. Thing's destroyed like you'll never believe. Another piece of a PVC pipe. Uh-oh, I see white. It doesn't look like glass. Hold on. I do find a lot of milk glass up in here, though. Nothing. Heck is that red thing right here? Yeah, I'm really going to have to focus. This is going to take a while if I'm going to find anything major. It's going to be hard to see the black ones. It's going to be hard to see the orange ones. Some clarity on this one. Nothing. I know I'm waiting for that 5-inch long red shirt one. Like one of the first ones I ever found out here. I know you're saying you better find something. Don't worry, I'll try to cover it again. Crazy. Major peel out right here. From the animals. Acting all crazy. More crazy than me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right here. Major Highness right up in here. It's almost like they made the waters created another way to get down instead of trying to climb over stuff like this balance. Something this large right here kind of worries me that they took everything out. I just went through that spot down there twice in the waters and on the gravel bar, didn't see a dang thing. That just cost me like 35 minutes right there. Saying to myself out loud, there's got to be something up here. I mean, got to be something down there in the waters on the gravel bar. And I didn't see a dang thing. I even kicked around so hard, I'm afraid I put holes in my waders, in the feet. There's always new opportunities. Man, there should be one sitting right on the edge, right up in here, right in the front, curled under. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to go slow but go fast at the same time, which is nearly impossible. Well, that's because if it starts to sprinkle out here, we're not going to be able to see anything that is remotely under the water. Well, so far it's been absolutely nothing at all. I've been looking in the water right here, trying to see some kind of edge or something. It's nearly impossible. I found one little thing on the side though. Could be something, could be nothing at all. It's amateur. I don't know if I'll keep it. Yeah, let's go ahead and leave it back. Yeah, see how it stands out here? You're gonna say that is one. It is. I don't know if it is one or not. Yeah. But we're about to find out up in here. A lot of glass out here. What about the glaciest quartz spear tips? What about the glaciest? Yes, that's higher, Fred. Thought that was a piece of the pot. There's something over here to my left that looks like a piece of a pot. Looks like the bottom of a bowl. Man, you're saying there should be... I know, I just said it like 5 minutes ago. There should have been at least 5 out here. We're not seeing anything in the water, though. They're probably all in the water. And I can't see anything. At least I'm finding things today, though. Got another amateur piece. It's busted. One side's intact. The other one's whacked off. Busted off. See? Look at that. Now you can see why I picked it up. Yeah, I mean... Boy, let me go ahead and take a look at this thing up here real quick. Hold on. This is one addicting hobby for real. It's like once you get started, you can't stop. Until you have covered the distance, you know. Yeah, but there's something here. It's got that famous curve on it. Where'd it go? Oh, that thing right there. Yeah, it's probably a piece of pottery. I don't find a lot of it out here. Yeah, it is. At least I'm finding something. Cool. I think it's a bottom. Let's hope we find more than just bottoms. Or just sides. Oh dang, out of breath. Okay, it hit me like a ton of bricks. This is what we do this for, guys. Just like in Missouri, I just stepped out of the water and I saw something shining like a piece of glass. Oh, dang. I sound like a sissy when it comes to this hobby half the time, though. This is why I come out to this one creek right here. And no, that's not part of Adalton. It's just a chip off the old block. But there is something that is hanging on for dear life waiting to be recovered. Hold on. Watch where you step, man. Because I almost stepped on this thing. I'm looking because I don't want to take a step. I just hopped up in here. Hold on. It's right here. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Oh no, it's busted. Top is busted off. Still definitely a fun recovery for today. Man, beautiful. This is why we do this hobby. I know the boys in Missouri probably found 19 of these today. In Mississippi. Man, gotta watch where you step. For real though. Ready for the case. Top shelf. Hey, that looks like a preform right here. That's probably a preform. They've been pounding away at that thing. Look at that. They even try to get the base right. Should I collect this or just leave it out here and let them keep working on it? We know our preforms, don't we, fellas, ladies and gentlemen? I found some nice ones out here before. Let's let them keep on working on that. Might be done in about another 800 years. Thought I saw something. It was white. It was under something. Hold on. It could have been something. I'm not sure. Watch where you step, for real. It was at... There it is. I found some tiny ones out here before. Yeah, that's another chip off the old block. Where's the next spear tip, though? There's nothing like finding something like that in the very beginning of a gravel bar, you know? Because you have all this leftover opportunity. You know, that's the strange thing about this hobby, though. When it comes to GA, I mean, you gotta ask the questions. Like, I've asked it many times before. It's like, sorry, little spotter. Didn't know you were hiding or living out here. Please forgive me. Yeah, but I mean, I've asked this question before. It's like, there's a lot of things that don't match up when it comes to this hobby in GA. I mean, it's like, where are the axe heads that are made out of quartz? Massive axe heads. The celts. The things they use for farming. Anything else that is extremely, extremely recognizable, you know? The other monumental pieces. I mean, I've only collected a few, like Guilford axes, like 3 or 4, and they are far and few between in my travels. One banner stone, that's it. A couple of gardening tools, large hand scrapers, whatever. Pieces of hose. Crystal. Yeah, it's got terminations on that side right there. We'll leave it. Yeah. But think about it. Where is all that stuff at? I guess it's just all stuck in the ground, you know. Never to be found. Which I've asked that question before. I've talked about that before. With all the... Nah, it's just... You're going to say that's an artifact. It's not. It can't be. Yeah, it's just another rock out here. Landscaping rock. But I mean, with all the development out here in certain locations, haven't they discovered like a slew of just like massive artifacts, ancient pieces? They had to have. There's no way they can't. It's impossible. So if it's not out here, it's got to be somewhere, right? It's almost like I don't want to stop until I find it all. And then what? Probably nothing. Man, this hobby for real, man. And I didn't start this hobby until like 2016. Just a handful of years ago. And now it's like they got me looking forever. Well, they just went in like an hour and 10 minutes. I'm trying to see in the water. Oh, dang. Talk about some heartbreaker relics. And they're not even relics. Well, it's not even a relic. Man, I saw this thing in the water. And I saw the stem on it. And I saw some fluting. And I've never found anything older than a Mora Mountain. And it was just one Mora Mountain that I found out here in this creek one time. That was it. A long time ago. Back in like 2017, 18, I think it was. And everything always looks like it's got a stem on it, man. And I saw this thing covered up in the orange silt, and I almost crapped my drawers. But dang. And it's nothing but a fragile piece of rock, and that's it. But in the water, when it was covered up with the orange silt, it definitely looked like a stemmed blade. For real. Better luck in Missouri. I'm gonna be honest with you though. Extremely honest. I know for a fact I have missed at least 5 to 7 of them. And you can see why. You know, maybe that's the main reason why I only find the blades, not the other things that I'm always looking for too. Well, not always looking for, that's the problem. My main focus at that time is looking for the points, the blades, whatever. And not looking for, you know, hammer stones or looking for axe heads or anything like that. There's another faker right here. Yeah. I know you're going to say there should be at least 10 right up in here. I know. And I'm trying to see them. I mean, the ideal thing to do is come out after like a... Hold on, that looks like an airplane. That rock. Yeah, but the ideal thing is to come out when there's no silt sitting on top, you know. And we will be able to see it all. Not a dang thing, but a bunch of fakers. Thought I found a black one until I reached down to pick up the nap piece before I started attempting to film. Realized it was a black Latex glove. Welcome to GA. And it's been like this all day. Hey, that rhymed. Man alive. Don't ask. I guess all I can say is, welcome to GA. And the rain has picked up even more. So everything is shiny. I know. I guarantee I missed at least 10 in the waters, not in the gravel bars. We found what we're allowed to find in the gravel bars. Or lack thereof. Dang, what a hobby. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I'm looking. Hey, there's white. Check it out. Could be something. A beautiful piece of white quartz. Yeah, it's been raining a good bit for the past hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm trying to use my head to cover the iPhone while I film because there's something over here. You're going to say, what'd you find now? Well, I've been collecting the garbage and stuff. Artistic things. And 3 things within this gravel bar. Hold on. There's clear. All right. Nothing. Yeah, boy. Got colors of the lady right here. I think for now on, I need to start collecting the infill for the bridges and all the old bridges. Look at that masterpiece. I think I'll do that for now on. I think I need to start collecting all this stuff. If it's going to look like that, man. You know, the mortar and stuff that we always come across in every single creek just about. That is beautiful. Just like that pipe. And another one of these things. Probably the 13th one today so far. And dang, that piece of the pipe, man. But why am I filming? Well, I've been looking all day for ancient things and found very few. But it's good enough. And right when I was running through this place trying to get out of here, I see something with a design on it, and I do not find a lot of pottery out here. They know how to treat us right when you show faith. For real, man. Almost like they always have to save the best for last as they judge us with our faith, combined with desire to save things, you know. Beautiful piece. Thank you, ancient ones. All right. 5:54. Got a little bit of time before it gets dark, and I got a long way to go get it back to the parking location. I just stepped over something. Get a load of this faker right here, man. Don't crap your draws. Of course I had to come over here and drop everything from the armpits, the hands, whatever. Don't crap your draws when you see it. Quite the faker. You guys are crazy out here. Look at this Christmas tree point right here. And it's nothing but a fake. Hold on. What an optical illusion that'll make you crap your draws. Good thing I took a reference picture, even though it's going to be a little bit blurry because of the water, the rain. Oh well, clay base oils. I just broke it. Let's hope they don't get mad at us for that one. We'll keep that between us. Let's hope they didn't see that. They're still making them.